Today's the first proper gloomy day that we've had in like 3 weeks. I almost forgot what it's like to be English. Yep, that's more like it. Have notes. I just recorded this whole thing and then I plugged it into the computer and it said file type is corrupted. So I'm shooting this whole like half an hour of me talking to the camera all over again. So today is day 7 of the vlog. I want to go through the videos that I've made so far, share my thoughts. I also want to talk about the 128 day series that I did and all the stats to do with that. This is going to be mostly stats. If you don't like stats, just leave. But I actually think I gained some really insightful insights.
Allow myself to introduce myself.
I also want to talk about the 128 day series that I did. I haven't put my thoughts about that anywhere yet, and this seems as good a place as any. I hate videos where people are just waking up, here's my breakfast, here's my lunch, here's my dinner, now I'm getting ready for bed, now I'm asleep, repeat again tomorrow. I find that so boring. I really want each of my videos to have something about them, like they need to have a takeaway or some insight or a bit of story or a perspective. Okay, day 1. Day 1's kind of a prologue, so I suppose you could say that was story-driven. It gives a bit of background and starts to set the scene for what I'm doing. This was my first try at a thumbnail. I thought it went okay. Maya says I should put my face in it more. I'll probably change this one at some point, I'll update it. But at the time of recording this video has 45 views. Okay, day 2. Day 2 is also a story-driven vlog. It starts to build on the things that I talked about in the previous episode, and towards the end you kind of get some insights into me and to my background. I feel like the thumbnail's good here, bright pinks, very eye-catching, and the title was pretty good. This video almost doubles day 1's view count, so at the time of recording this video sits at 92. Day 3 is another story-driven episode. This day loads of stuff was going wrong, and so I tried to really build the theme of the video around that, and I hope that there's some revelation or resolution towards the end of this video. Thumbnail here I think is pretty good again. Pink worked yesterday, so I rammed a pink arrow in there. Brightly coloured unicorn's going to be eye-catching. Clickbait title. This video is doing quite well. For day 3 it had 122 views. Each day so far the trajectory is going up. That brings me to day 4. This video is less story driven. This one's more about sharing an insight that I have. I actually didn't like this thumbnail and I was just about to change it, but then I realised the views were starting to increase, so I just left it as it is. I might come back later, but for now it seems to be working. The view count on this video is 204. Currently the views are still going up. Okay, day 5. Day 5 was going to be a story episode, but it was just a complete disaster, and by the middle of the day, I had this whole thing planned, and by the middle of the day I knew I was going to have to just throw it all away pretty much. But I didn't want to cheap out, so in this video is when I made the model, I wanted like a visual aid to at least describe what was going wrong. If I just sat and talked to the camera, I felt like it would have been kind of a cop-out. So I tried to put some effort into the content in this video, even though it didn't go according to plan. Thumbnail here is dreadful. I was in a super rush when I made it. I think I did it in about 30 seconds on Canva. This video is suffering because of it. So today we are sitting on 14 views at the time of recording. Day 6, this is yesterday's video. This video is not a story-driven episode either. This one is really a how-to video. I'm hoping that this particular video is not like, one of the clickbaity ones. This one, it should have legs past its publish date. This is the kind of thing that people will hopefully find if they're searching for how to do the thing. This video is about how to hang cabinet doors. Thumbnail's fine, nothing crazy. The video's performing quite well. It's only been out for a day, but we're already at 17 views at the time of recording. So this week I gained 3 subs, 469 views, and 10.4 hours of watch time. So I have a background in design, I have design training, and one of the key skills of being a good designer is about research. You have to be able to do good research. Luckily I find all this kind of YouTube stats stuff really interesting anyway, I find it fascinating. Back in 2021/2023, I did 128 videos in a row every day. And then I posted those videos to all 3 platforms. I wanted to kind of compare them. But I did something kind of unusual in that I made every 30 videos its own series, and then each time it changes every 30 days. So I did 120 videos, 4 different series, then I did 8, and then I think I just forgot to upload a video or something, and that kind of broke my spree, and so I just stopped altogether. Let's go through some of the stats first, and then I'll share some more like in-depth insights into what I learned. So YouTube Shorts, I got 144k views and 287 new subscribers. Over on TikTok, it was 185,000 views and 1,730 followers. So a huge boost in follows. Instagram's kind of the weird one. I got 302,000 views on Instagram, which is as many as the other 2 platforms combined. But I kind of call them hollow likes because they just really didn't seem to be a sense of engagement. I didn't feel like I was building a community. There were very few comments. One thing I will say about having the higher numbers on Instagram is it does lend a kind of credibility to your business. So I do a lot of local business. When people come to my page and they see that, I feel like it gives them some trust, some level of faith in me. But really, these people that are liking the videos have nothing to do with me locally. As usual, and sort of ironically, Instagram really is about appearances. Across all 3 platforms, my combined number of views was 631,767. And I'm pretty sure most of those views were unique views. There might be like a few hundred that cross over between the platforms, but for the most part, you're reaching a lot of different people if you do it that way. YouTube gives you the best stats out of all of the platforms. Here's the most stark example of something that I noticed when I was making my videos. When I was doing my tip series, it was me talking to the camera, kind of like this right now. And for those videos, my audience was primarily female, so I had a 60-40 split in favor of females. But when I changed to doing the build videos, where it was just my hands doing stuff, it completely flipped around, and then it went to being 86% male and 14% female. So even though the topics are similar and connected, just by putting my face in the video or not can really change the balance of my audience. That's a really powerful marketing tool. Like, so for example, if you're a tool company and you wanted to sell tools to girls, that tells me that you want to have someone in front of a camera explaining the tool. If you want to sell the tool to men, then perhaps you just need to show the tool being used, and that's enough. Anyway, that sums up my thoughts on all of this stuff. I've talked for ages. Hopefully this is not corrupted. I gotta go. It's now 12:30 at night. But I got it. I got the file. Oh my days. I've just had the camera set up over there on the tripod, filming me doing a talkie section, sat in that chair. And it's quite a long bit, it's about 20 minutes. And I've filmed it 3 times now, and every time the file's been corrupted on the camera. I can play it on the camera, so I can watch it on the little screen here, but when I try to plug it in and put it into the computer, it says 0 bytes and it says it's corrupted. It's very frustrating. I've just wasted an hour talking to this thing. Currently, I'm trying to see if I can just download it straight over the Wi-Fi, so this is just talking directly to the computer right now. But this loading bar is going incredibly slow. I hope that means because there's loads of data in it. If this was at 0 bytes, you would think it would just go straight quick, but if this gets to the end and there's nothing there, I'm going to be pretty annoyed.